Hey guys, let's jump straight in with some combat tips. Exploding barrels, one of my favorite things. Set these bad boys on fire or smack them with your sword and boom. And what's even better is that if you have Quen up, when it explodes you can stand right next to it and you're not going to take any damage. The only way you'll take damage is if you happen to set yourself on fire and you get a little dot on you, like I just did there. Even if you don't have Quen up, you're not going to take that much damage compared to the drowners. They're going to be utterly destroyed by it and you're going to be like brushing embers off your coat. And if you're lucky enough to dodge at the right time, you don't even need Quen up. Just so you know, this is what happens when you stand next to a barrel that explodes and you've got no shield up. It looks impressive, but it doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage. And of course, the other things that you can use for explosions are gas clouds. Wolves don't like fire either. You'll see a lot of them early in the game, but you can one-shot them with Igni. Another thing you'll notice is that I'm not rolling, I'm dodging. The reason I'm doing that is because dodging doesn't use up your stamina while rolling does. So if you're wanting to cast a lot of signs, be careful about rolling too much. And if you've got a hankering for venison, but you're sick of all the damn deer running away from you and you've got no crossbow, don't stress. All you do is whip out your axe, run up, stun them, and then smack them while they're just standing there. It's great. Even works with rabbits, which I will show you in a second. The weird thing is they seriously, they do taste like chicken. Like, I can't tell the difference. It's amazing. Rabbit kebabs, great. Go try it right now. Bombs! Everyone loves bombs, right? The problem is that early in the game, they can have some ingredients that are difficult to get. So grape shot you need saltpeter and calcium equum, and salmon you also need saltpeter for. And if you haven't gone very far through the main quest line, haven't unlocked the herbalist Tamira in the Wild Orchard village, you may be having trouble finding them, but don't worry, because if you clear out this location, which is near the abandoned village, not far, there are a few ghouls there, you will unlock another herbalist. And the good thing about this guy, lovely looking chap, is that he will also buy your honeycombs for the same price that Tamira does, which is 18 orens. So sell him your honeycombs and buy your ingredients from him. They're quite cheap actually, and soon you will have bombs galore. And of course, once you have finished blowing up those monster nests, don't forget to loot them. Okay, just one important thing I want to point out about items. Check out this rusty sword, 7 to 9 damage. But now, check out this sword, 17 to 21 damage. Same name, same requirements, same level, but completely different stats. And that can happen with weapons, armor, you name it. The resistances can be different, the damage can be different, so make sure you check out your items carefully. And while we're on the subject of arms and armor, your starting chest piece can be upgraded really easily.
I'd like you to forge something for me.
As you can see, you need your starting jacket, which is Kermoran armor, some wire, some cured leather, and some leather scraps. It's only going to cost you 32 orens to upgrade to the warrior's leather jacket, and it'll give you a nice boost. After all that fighting, you're gonna need to heal up, and if you're playing in the harder difficulties, you can't just meditate to restore your health. You're gonna need to eat. So I did a little experiment, and I've even got a diagram to show you that I'm not just talking out my ass. Basically, these are the results. Alcohol, don't even bother trying to heal with that. Some of the alcohols, even though they say they restore vitality, don't appear to do jack shit. So sell them, get some extra cash. Most of the other foods heal the same amount. You can see things like raw meat and bread all healing for roughly the same. But aside from those foods, you've got the fried meat at the wolf's liver, cow's milk, and then just lagging slightly behind water. So those are the ones that you really want to be using when you want to heal a lot more health. Obviously the cow's milk and the water take longer to do that, but basically save your wolves' livers and get slaughtering those cows in the villages because they will respawn. Lastly, I've got some tips for making money and finding loot. First of all, remember that different merchants will give you different prices. If you sell your items to a specialized merchant, you're likely to get a better price, so sell your weapons to the weaponsmith, the blacksmiths. Basically, shop around. As you wander through the forest, be on the lookout for hollow logs and hollow stumps. I'll show you what they look like. Here's the hollow log. And here's the hollow stump. Notice that it doesn't show up in your Witcher senses as something important or lootable, but you can still loot them and you'll always get money out of them. And last but definitely not least, especially in early game, beehives. Kill it with fire. Seriously, use Igni on these things and wait for them to drop down and loot the honey. Sweet. Sell it to the herbalists for 18 orens a pop. And if your beehive is in an awkward position and you can't seem to hit it, just means you need to do some climbing. Don't worry about peasants, they're just gonna scream, but they'll get over it. And that's about it. Hope the video helped. Have fun in game.